Let me get, I want to share it. I can share it from, okay, people, just bear with me. Okay, that's not me. That's not. There I am. Okay. Edit. So today is Monday morning, November 18th. Okay, boys and girls, we've got everything working now. So we're on all kinds of channels. We've got, wonder why that's, I just styled it and it doesn't, I'm going to share it, and it should be on Memories, Live Videos, and we're on YouTube. Scott, is YouTube working, you say?
Yeah, YouTube's streaming.
Okay. So, I got these extra cameras, or we hooked the Mevos up. See, that's another deal with Spectrum. The Spectrum didn't have a strong enough live stream or a internet signal to pull the Mevos. So now it all works. Michael's in, Kathy's in, and others, Marilyn. Lots of background noise. We get that when we have the Mevos. Let me turn that fan off. Okay, the background noise should be gone or going. That's the problem we had before in the summer months when you have to have a fan on in here because it's so hot. Vicky's in, Brittany's in. Does it sound weird? I've got the sound turned off. Is that what I'm supposed to do, Scott? Because I can't hardly hear you.
Yeah, no, they won't be able to hear me unless they hear me through the phone, through the camera. That will sound weird.
Okay, are you listening to the sound on Facebook?
Let me turn it on. Yeah.
We got to get this ready for today. Hold on, I'm looking for something. Do what?
Oh, no, that's you. It's just delayed a little bit. It's not bad.
So does it sound all right now, Brittany? It's a little bit of a delay. So I'm going to type a message, sound good or bad. It's raining outside, people.
It's supposed to be pretty bad today.
Sounds like I'm in a tunnel. So how can I make the Mevo sound get better? What controls it?
It's probably picking up the sound from one of the cameras that's far away. You have to change your audio settings to pick which camera it's coming from.
Well, but I'm going to have to switch the cameras if I do the Mevos. I can do the interview with just the webcams. but then the Facebook people won't be able to see it.
If we do that, then we'd have to post the video later to Facebook separately.
So I'm trying to think how we're going to do this. Can y'all hear the sound okay, but it just sounds like I'm in a tunnel?
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. It's just a little bit echoey.
Is there any way I can kill that from my end?
You get closer to one of the cameras.
I'm the one that's hitting me. I'm 12 inches from it.
Right. It's probably picking up the audio from a different one.
But can you understand what I'm saying, people? I want it to where I can do YouTube. We've got 6 cameras running right now. 3 for you, no 5. 3 for the Mevos, which is Facebook, and 2 the webcams for YouTube. So can I go into my settings on Facebook and try to correct something or no?
Yeah, do you have an audio section on the Mevos?
I have no idea how to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, there's all kinds of settings on the Mevos. When I go off live, me and you will do it.
Yeah.
So, can y'all hear me out there? Mike, William, James. James says it sounds okay to him on Facebook. And so, can the YouTube people hear me?
Yeah, I'm watching YouTube. It's good.
Okay, so we're going to go with what we got. Are you going to be around at around 11 or just before 11?
Let me look at my calendar. I'll let you know.
I don't know how I got to the point that I'm at. Or I could just do the Mevos.
Yeah, you can just do that.
I can do just the Mevos and not do the YouTube for that interview.
It looks like I should be able to be around at 11.
Okay, because it's supposed to start at 11. We're going to have Hal J, Haywood, Hugh Savage, and Wes Williams. Okay, people, it's raining outside. It's supposed to rain, I think, pretty much all day. We need to say a prayer for everybody, but Renee, she's hanging in there. She's got stage 4 cancer. She's had it for a long time now, or for a while, and she's not taking any medication. So the hat looks weird. I can't get it straight with the cameras, so I just take the hat off. So we thank you for the prayers that y'all answered yesterday. We need to pray for everybody on the planet, but Renee is, all of us are going to go through it at one point, and as it gets closer, it's sad. You want to just cry and figure out how to make it better, and maybe the Lord wants her to come back. In the 80s, I wasn't supposed to be around anymore, and he allowed me to live. So, and that's what I do. I mean, I didn't just wake up one morning, although I never got a bike. I didn't just wake up after I got out of Peter Smith, after I learned how to walk. I just didn't wake up and say, hey, I need to start giving away bikes. It just can't. I've got a photographic memory, and thoughts come into my head. I guess I'm like a freak or something. I go through a ritual every morning when I wake up, and I turn around and put my feet on the floor. My mind shows me 2 or 3 photos, and I have to identify them, or I can't motivate. I can't get up. So sometimes it's good stuff. Sometimes it goes back to my childhood with my dad. And I really didn't have a childhood. So the Lord puts us all here for a reason and allows us to continue on, or He takes us. And so if you're right with God and Jesus, then to me, I am. If He took me right now, I'm ready. Hell, I'm tired of washing cars. I've been doing it damn near 50 years. But so I do what I do. I don't know how else to explain it. But anyway, let's get on to, there's Joseph Neely, George. Renee needs lots of prayers. And so we want to continue leaving good, positive comments. When somebody is going through this, and I speak from experience, because when I was shot several times in the back, and after I came out of whatever, I was asleep for like 5 days, and I didn't remember anything, but I thought that I was going to die. The doctor told me I was going to die. And I don't know what happened with the man upstairs, but he pulled a miracle out of the hat. And I still got 2 bullets in my back. They were too close to my spine. So, anyway, we need to keep everybody on a positive note. There's lots of people in sorrow and a lot of troubling times, economy, with the economy, and I mean, just everything. Seems like we're, since I've been alive, in the worst shape that we've ever been. And we're 100 times better than most other countries. So, if we could all start trying to help each other instead of hurt each other, I think we'd be in a lot better place. So anyway, today at 11, we're going to have Hal J. of WBAP Hal J. Haywood, Hugh Savage, and Wes Williams at 11. I don't know what we'll be talking about, but we'll be talking about something. And next week is Thanksgiving. I have had several people contact me to see if we're giving away any foodstuffs. The sources that I normally have that bring it, it's a hit and a miss. Nothing yet. And our main drive is the toy and bike drive, so I can't ask for donations to go buy turkeys. We did it like 2 years, 2020 and 2019. So, but the bike drive is about all, bike and toys about all we can do. Tom is in, Woody's in, Janelle is in. So people are asking about the donations. We had a lady that wrote a check for $10,000, and we immediately ordered 800 helmets. Our next goal, when we get some more, I'm here till 2. And for people that want to come over and sit in with this interview, we don't have room because they're bringing other people. And the museum is full of toys and bikes, so sorry if you're thinking of coming. I've had several people ask me. Where was I? Eddie's in. Yeah, I'll be here till 2. So Anyway, we did have a lady that wrote a check for 10,000. We had several people write checks for 5,000. I say several, a handful. We raised $75,000 and we spent it. We spent 45,000 with Academy. That was for 600 bikes. Then we have 800 helmets. Our next expenditure, as soon as we get monies in, will be to buy either 100 or 200 of the bigger bikes. But we're going to give away 1,200 bikes. There's no question. We don't have our bikes from Cops for Kids yet. Fort Worth Fire Department, that's 50 each, so that's 100. The International Aerospace Union and the other 3 unions at Lockheed is over 100. So that's 200 on top of the 6 we've got in the warehouse, and I've got 75 or 100 here, 7, 8, 9. And then we've got Old South brings a truckload. Japanese Palace brings a truckload. We've got several. Quincy, they usually come up with 75 or so. So we're going to do over 1,000. It'll be the biggest giveaway I've done in 38. It'll be the 38th year. Ginger's in. Ginger, how was your trip? We missed you at Railhead. We had a good crowd out there too. So we just need to, Phillips in, we just need to keep our eye focused on helping the underprivileged families. I've researched it pretty good. I do every year. Tarrant County is about 230,000 underprivileged, below the poverty line. So that means those folks can't buy a bike. They're barely keeping their electric bill on, and they need help for that. So however we can, our little drop in the bucket seems big to us, but it doesn't even put a layer on the bottom of the bucket that holds the water or holds the families in need. They don't have to fill out anything. We don't ask for anything. We never have. I'll never, as long as I'm running this giveaway, we'll never ask for information or W-2 or how much you make or why you're driving that car. I mean, I have a lot of people always try to throw roadblocks up to me, and I don't have time to listen to y'all stuff, really. I work on this thing pretty much all year round. It's my mission in life, and I'm so thankful for those of you that have helped me. I was contacted Saturday by a young man. He's not young now, he's 29 years old, and he said his older brother got a bike from me 30-something years ago. And he said, and then they moved away, and he's been back here for a couple of years, and he said, I never was on Facebook, and then somebody told me about a bike giveaway and a guy named Larry, and he said, that's got to be the same guy, and he's going to be at the event. So that's why I say, if you're coming to volunteer, and we need a lot of volunteers, bring a handkerchief or a lot of Kleenex, because there's no dry eyes at this thing. We're going to have several so-called dignitaries, I guess, officials with the city. Mayor Maddie will be there, Betsy will be there, and hopefully Mike Moncrief will be there. Several city council members. Pat Green is coming back in town. He came in town Sunday, so I'm going to try to interview him tomorrow. He just offices right across the parking lot. And he said that he's going to be there. So, but we need a lot of volunteers. It takes there's a lot of moving parts in this operation. The All Saints baseball team for the last several years have moved the inventory on Friday evening. This year there'll be TCU baseball players also in that mix. And those young men, they start moving stuff about 4 o'clock in the evening, and it's midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning when I get back to Farrington Field after catnapping for a couple of hours, and then they're finished and we've set up everything. I want to thank Manny Ramirez and the Fort Worth Police Department for providing. Manny will coordinate officers to be there. The gentleman from Cops for Kids are always there. Cook's Children is going to be there. There's safety, car seat safety unit. Several people. I had some ladies from the Landing, that neighborhood out there by Eagle Mountain. They've been gathering stuff up for 2 or 3 months. They're going to be there to help give it away. So it's really something special. To see the smiles on these children's faces, and people ask me to live stream it and show the kids. I would never embarrass these families. We do a lot of shots. We stand back. We don't zoom in on any faces. That's just not what we're here for. We're just trying to, this is Tarrant County people helping Tarrant County people. Hold on. Our question, lady, is, it'll be tomorrow before I have any questions. I've got a family emergency. Well, I'm sorry about that. So anyway, that's what we do. We try to help other families that are not as fortunate. We're all fortunate that we live in America to start with, because we've got it better off, way better off than people in other countries that have no hope. And we take that for granted. I think sometimes we've got 130,000, 131,000 on this group. The other Facebook groups, my social media presence is about 190 something thousand. And a lot of people don't donate. If everybody just donated $5, we'd have all the bikes in the world. But I honestly think people don't think that other families live that close to day or week to week. But it is. I've been there. I don't know if y'all have, but I have. And it's a struggle. And if you've got little ones, you know, these families have to prioritize. They've got to keep the lights and the water on. And sometimes you keep that on and work with the landlord about, can you give me another week or two on the rent or whatever? So they have no money for a bike. And a bike's an important thing to a young child, boy or a girl. It's just like, you remember when you got your driver's license, how excited you were, your first car, your first apartment, first house, whatever. It's the same thing with a child. I never experienced it, but I was sad when I would go outside of our house and see all the other kids riding their bikes. And that's hard on a youngster. And so what we're trying to do is help our future. We're all kids. We're just older kids. You still get excited when your husband or wife does something special for you, your friends, your family. We're just older kids. So please help us. There's all kinds of ways. Go buy toys. Go to Mattel. They open tomorrow, Tuesday through Saturday at 501 Meacham. It's their factory outlet. 50% off. Ollie's, Ollies. Walmart, Five and Below. Big Lots. there's all kinds of ways that you can buy stuff. And so the kids, I speak for the kids. They need some help. Okay, so I think I'm kind of in a down mood right now. Renee is pretty close to me, and that picture, you can tell she's in distress. And in that picture, she's put on 15 or 20 pounds. She weighs 104. She's in California. She's going to stay in California. She's in stage 4. She's basically in hospice. She's not taking any medication. She stopped taking chemo, and I don't blame her. So Scott is our IT guru, and every year he makes these Christmas ornaments for your Christmas tree, and he's got this year's edition out. So I made a video and I'll post it after I get off here, but you just contact Scott Sumner and make the order, and he'll tell you everything. It's real inexpensive, and we've had them for several years now. This year's are like a subway car, and it comes in, gosh, all kinds of colors. What time is Hal? 11 o'clock is what time that interview is supposed to start, and I think I've got it. Scott, didn't we decide I can do it both ways now?
Yeah, I'll be able to log in and help you.
Okay. All right, so it's raining. Be careful. It's slick outside. Thanksgiving's coming up. I've still got 2 sources that told me they're going to bring some stuff this week, foodstuffs. One of them's a church, and one of them's another organization that have given me stuff to pass out, and I'll let y'all know if we get it. But I'm here every day till 2, Monday through Friday. Don't know where we're eating this week. Let's see. How do we always do that? Do we have we usually have a Thanksgiving's on Thursday, so we'll meet this week on Saturday, but probably next week we won't, because the day after Thanksgiving is that Black Friday, whatever deal, and people are out buying stuff on special. So we'll have our lunch group meeting this Saturday, but not next Saturday. You can join the YouTube. What is it on YouTube, Scott? It's Fort Worth Memories on YouTube.
Yeah, at Fort Worth Memories.
At Fort Worth Memories. Okay, so I post a link on Facebook that tells you our sponsors. If you're on YouTube, you can see it. Trying to get to. I need to scroll up a little bit. What did you send me, Scott?
The link to YouTube.
Oh, okay. There's Winstead. Okay. Winstead Paint and Body, and he brings a bunch of bikes. Clay Winstead. Techstar Pools. They build them or remodel yours or the area around it. Schwartz and Hanson are architects, and they're also a corporate sponsor of Larry's Kids. Rex's Bar and Grill is fixing to open. That's the old Macaroni Grill on University. Rains Plumbing. If you've got any, I've had several good reviews on Rains Plumbing. If you need a plumber, call them. Charlie Guerin, Railhead Barbecue. Scott, that qualified, take that off the sponsor list, please. qualified.
Okay.
Passport Getaways. If you're planning a trip or whatever, they're the folks to help you set it up. Okay, so the Optimist Club of Fort Worth, they'll be setting up their tree lot on the front side of Farrington Field. We're on the back side, and they always provide us with a Christmas tree at they'll probably bring it over the day after Christmas or maybe a day after that. That Onassis, take them off too, Scott. Okay, so now we move to Old South Pancake House. So Rex Benson will have both restaurants in that shopping center. Rex's Bar and Grill and Old South Pancake House. K Ranch Roofing, Jorge and Bree, they've been sponsors now for several years. If you think you got roof damage, just call them. They come out and they check it for free. Jenny Stewart is our State Farm insurance lady. David Hart is our painting contractor. Cross Electric if you need an electrician. Fort Worth Lumber. Hold on. I don't know how. Okay, now I'm getting back. Fort Worth High Tech Sign. If you need any kind of signs made, Jeff Jones, he made all of my signs. Express Dent. If you got door dings, hail damage, whatever, Eric is the operating partner and Dick Regester is the other partner. Dickie Carr, Sand and Gravel, that's Pat and Richard Carr. Steve Coburn, Coburn's Catering. They don't have the cafeteria open anymore, but they do catering. They still cater the stock show stuff. They just don't do the backstage club. Burt Ladner Real Estate. Wes Williams is connected with them. They do a good job. Sean's in, Chris is in, Ron's in, Maria is in. And Dub Peacock's A-Bird, AC, and heating. You need to get we're going to need to put the heater on here pretty soon. So you need to get Dub's company to come out there and check your unit to make sure you don't need whatever to operate smoothly, so you don't, once it really turns the first cold snap, and I think that's supposed to happen this week or next, everybody will try it at once and then he'll be flooded with people to go see. So let him come out now. You got a holiday next week, so it's always best to do proactively so you don't run into a snag and everybody's freezing to death. The Cowboys, guess the score is up. We've had a lot of people respond to that. You have to go to our website, fortworthmemories.com. You can also help the museum. We always need donations, especially in the wintertime, because the detail business is zero. And the rent's $5,000 a month for the museum. I've always paid it out of my part, but I need help. You can buy Fort Worth Memory gear, caps, t-shirts, coffee mugs. If you're looking for one-of-a-kind, unusual pictures, I have those too in all sizes. In fact, I've got a lady coming tomorrow to look at some. And if you've got a business, the name of the game with businesses is exposure. So I post your business in the morning show and I talk about you. And during the day on Facebook, I post all of our sponsors. If you need a website built or any kind of technical stuff, Scott's the man. He works out of his house, so he's fixed a lot of our people already. Kaylin's in, Joe's in, Good morning, Mario. So the bike giveaway is basically 20 something days from now. Let's see, we've got, 12 more days in November, and then 25 days. On the 26th day will be the giveaway. Farrington Field, the gates will open sometime around 6:30 a.m. If you want to volunteer, I'd like for you to be there by 6 a.m. What else do we need to talk about? What else, Scott? You got anything you want to add?
I think we covered it all.
Okay, buddy. So you can turn off the YouTube, and so I'm gonna just text you or call you about 10:30 to make sure we're lined up.
Yeah.
I got down here real early, and I just had to. This part of the building was full of helmets and balls and toys, and so I just stacked it all in the other side because we're gonna have 3 grown men besides myself. Y'all all know who Hal J is. He's famous. WBAP. Mercy's in. Kaylin's in. What do we need? We need 20-inch bikes and up. We've got hundreds of the littler ones and tricycles. All of these kids are not teenagers, so we try to provide for all, and we need toys. If you go to that 5 and below, they got those earphones that are like $5. Soccer balls, footballs. I was at Walmart yesterday or Saturday, and footballs and soccer balls and stuff at Walmart are like $20. We need to make our dollars stretch. So Dollar General, there's all kinds of stuff you can do. And people on fixed incomes, I had 3 ladies come by here one day, and they gave me $5 each, $15. That counts. That works. They wish they could do more. They wish they could be at the event, but they're not physically able to. But I visited with them to keep them from having to get out of the car. I stood outside and sit on a 5-gallon bucket and talked to them for about an hour. They all are Northside people, Northside ladies. They graduated in either 49 or 50. So that's going to put them at, 50 and 74, 75. No, they graduated 74 years plus 16, 80. They were 80-something years old. And we love them and we appreciate it. Barbara's in. Toby Jackson, one of our Fort Worth ISD. Toby, what is your... I'm drawing a blank. Not a director. Y'all are... Anyway, Toby does a lot of good on the east side of town. And we're all in the same boat. We all want to help the children. Our poor little old kiddos, we only hear the bad things. They can't read, they can't write, they can't do this. Well, guess what? Toby and I have talked at length. You can volunteer to go read, go do something. Let's don't just tear down Fort Worth ISD. Let's see how we can help. How can we help y'all? I'm retired. How can you help? They'll find a place for you, believe me. They've got those school crossing guards. I see these ladies and men out there doing that stuff. Should I come after 11? I don't know who you are. Yeah, but come after 11. The interview will probably go on for 45 minutes to an hour. I'll probably be tied up till 12 anyway, maybe a little bit longer. But there's lots of stuff that we can do to help our kids. What we're doing is helping some of them. But just like I told y'all, Tarrant County, there's 230,000 families below poverty level. Tom, yeah, come after, come about 12:30. So, together we can make a difference. With all this arguing and bickering and fighting, the election's over. We need to get behind the person, the administration that's coming in. Quit our arguing and bickering. That doesn't do anybody any good. Because everybody feels the effects of these high prices, the gas, all of it. I mean, it's a big deal. And so we've got a lot of people struggling, and we need to help our children. It's all about the children. They're our future. Like I say, we're all kids, we're just older kids. So let's work together and show support for our administration of Fort Worth ISD, all the people, the teachers. They work so hard trying to make a difference. And it works better if we're all working together. Okay, Scott, so is there a cutoff date on when they can't get a 2024 Fort Worth Memories Christmas ornaments? They'll still be able to order up until December in the 20s or something, 2018 or 17?
We'll figure out a cutoff date, but we got a little bit of time still.
Okay, so y'all get those. Those ornaments are $10 a piece. They look like the Tandy Subway or the M&O Subway car. And it comes in a zillion colors. The purple looks good. All of them look good. The blue, the green. And they're made out of, what is that? Not plexiglass. What is that? Acrylic.
Yeah.
And Scott's made several different ones. And I think he's talking about, after we get through with this Christmas rush, we can do stuff for boxing in Cowtown, different events that we do. Is that right, Scott?
Yeah, maybe some patches or maybe like a calendar or something.
Yeah, do a calendar. I don't know who that was. Okay, so you'll sign us off of YouTube, and I'll sign us off of Facebook.